Good evening everybody, it is I, Firestorm, and today I am doing a review on George's latest book, Bound in Blood, Volume 1. As you can see, visually on the front, it's down nice actually, quite a visual message on the front alone, all the screaming and the pain and the fear and the blood. The book itself, I like the book. It's got a good feel to it. It's very well made. It's one of those books that's well made, and generally is really going to last a long time because it is, as I said, it's well made. So, what can I say about the latest book from George? Well, it's much more than a book. It's a visual experience from not just George, but also Nick Hardy, who did all the photography. And it's a visual story that takes you into the mind's darkest places and also into the very soul of madness. It's going to get a bit dark here and intense, people, but stay with me. So the book, as I said, it's not just a story, it is indeed a window, and it leads you into the world of madness and insanity, a world into let me put this, a window, I could say. It's a window into the world of people that suffer from the mind's darkest creations. In a way, we can see it as a visual guide into the minds of people that suffer from the mind's darkness. Yet it's also a reminder to ourselves, a reminder that as human beings, we can do terrible things because of our mind's abilities to twist and bend reality. Throughout the series of this book, you do see a series of in-depth photos. Each photo in this book, it tells a single person's story. A story that is bound in blood and takes through a journey of insanity and blood. To give an example of all this, I am going to read some excerpts from this book. Be mindful, some of the images in this book are bloody, but what do you get? It's called Born in Blood. So, I want to start off. I'm just going to read a little bit from Simon Ski's foreword, which I did quite enjoy reading. Simon, it was very in-depth. I understand the message that you're saying there. So, I'll do my best, people. So, I've never actually read right on a YouTube video before, but here we go. So, starting off. Have you ever been down the rabbit hole? No? It's a uniquely perturbing experience. It starts off scarcely noticeable, mainly a hint at the edge of your vision, a whisper in the mind, the merest pinprick. But as you get deeper, the walls close in, the dirt turns to the bleakest rock. Your vision grows more cold, more cloudly, as it's striding in the dense fog. Those hooks in your mind are digging, driving themselves deep into grey matter. Your mouth wants to work, but is unable to give voice to what it is you're experiencing. Your mind screams in torment as deeper, darker, smaller and smaller, spiralling ever downwards. No, not downwards, inwards. You know you should turn back, that you must turn back, but you can't. Even deeper you tread, and with each step the light of day recedes even more. The snare of the rabbit hole is insidious. It does not come at you in the open with a roar, but as a thief in the night, with its quiet whispers of malcontent. Then, the simple last part written here at the bottom, simply, for this is hell, this is mental illness, this is born in blood. Now, the first part, or the very first thing stated in this book, Born in Blood, reads simply as, born in blood. The first breath and all that follow, tainted by original trauma, echoing throughout every thought, every heartbeat, blossoming into more profound pain, until breath and thought both cease. To give you an idea of some of the artwork, of the photography, that's one picture there, it's the first picture you see. Very much a person screaming out for help, maybe in pain, but they're covered. They can't. No one can hear them. This is how I take it. This one's quite graphic. Be warned. So again, much the ripping of the flesh, maybe trying to rip the darkness from you, rip the very pain from your being. Now, I'm going to read a little bit of what I generally, my favourite part of the book is Cain's Gospel. Just going to say right now, George, really liked this bit of the book, really loved it, along with the pictures that go with it. I can generally see what he's saying. So, here we go. So, Cain's Gospel. Break it open, you idiot. Carve your own way. I've tried already. 100 times. I can't. Liar. You never tried. Never once. Look. Look at my hands, my face. I've tried so many times. No. You tell yourself that because it makes you feel better, that you're worth more than this. Shut up, this stink. Shut up, this blood. Shut up, this life. Look. Look at the walls, the floor. You see that? That's you, my beloved, my sweet. What more can I do? Look at me. I don't want to. I know. Remember? That was the deal. Together, forever, knowing that we know, feeling what we feel. You cannot lie to me like you do to yourself. I see, sweetheart. Oh yes, I see. Leave me alone. Giving up so soon? How sad. How pathetic. No wonder they left here. They didn't. You know that. They all, what? Died? Did they really? I find the memory fuzzy. Don't you? Stop it. I don't remember. No, of course you don't. You never wanted to, but I do. Remember, Cecil. No, shut up. Anything left of her around here? Maybe painted on the walls, strung from the ceiling? No? Hard to tell, isn't it? You lose so much when stripped down to your meat, sex, race, species. Nothing matters. Shut up! I can't, sweetheart. Not now. Not if we want to survive. I'm trying to help you. Though fuck if you appreciate it. Help me. How? No one can help me. Least of all you. I'm the only one. The only one who ever has or will. Now get up. No, leave me alone. Get up, damn it. No, fine. Then die here. Wait for them to come back. Wait for them to cut you apart, string you up with the rest. They all deserved it. Terrible, terrible people. So do you, sweetheart. So that is an extraction from Born in Blood, from one section of the book that I like. So yeah, as I said, I really have enjoyed reading this, George. Nick, you alone, my friend, you have put some really good photography into this. Simon as well, your forward was very good, very in deep, very in depth. Really gets the book going and really gives you an idea as to what you're going into. And all the models who did all the photography, you guys really gave it your all. But as I said, this is much more than a book. It is a leap into a void of madness, a leap into the very concept of a human soul. So my overall thoughts on the book, not to get so deep, my overall thoughts, as I said, I enjoyed reading it. The pictures, when you combine it with the words, they create a visual story. As I said, it is a message. It is about pain, insanity, madness, suffering. And I generally agree. I think George and Nick, you've done a great job. Simon, your contribution acts as a bridge between the beginning and the end of the book. It sets it up. And it's not just a book, it's a piece of visual engineering. And as I said, it is a window into a bigger world. And all through and through, this is a great masterpiece. It's a visual, but at the same time it's giving us so much to work with. And whoever buys this, I think are really going to start to understand what the creators of this book are trying to tell us. That for someone suffering with mental illness, life is hell. Life is bound in blood. So George, Nick, Simon, and all the models who did the photos, thumbs up. I've really enjoyed reading this. I look forward to Volume 2 and beyond. And maybe next time I see you all, you'll be kind enough to sign it for me. But anyway, good job, my guys. Really well done. And thanks to everybody for watching this video. And I advise you buy the book, Bound in Blood, Volume 1. Thank you very much. Peace out, everybody. And have an awesome evening.